morning, everyone. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Lovin Dubai Daily, where we talk about the trending stories that Dubai is talking about. Today we're live on Facebook, but we're also live on the first time on Instagram. So if you're joining us, say hello. Let us know how we can improve. I'm here with Richie. Good morning, Richie.
Good morning.
Good morning. That's not how it usually sounds. That would be cool if that's how it usually sounded. Anyway, so we're live on Instagram. We want to know if you have any thoughts or feedback on the live, if the sound is okay. So let us know in the comments. Today we're going to be talking about the incredible screening happening across the UAE, COVID-19 screening. We're also going to be talking about the fact that Team Angel Wolf are planning to scale the height of the Burj Khalifa from their home, which is an incredible achievement by that whole family. But we'll jump into new screening centre. We'll conduct 335,000 tests in the next 2 weeks. So this was announced by Abu Dhabi's Department of Health, a new screening facility in Musafa, Abu Dhabi, and it's to support the National Screening Project. It has the capacity to conduct COVID-19 testing for 335,000 residents and employees in the area over the next 2 weeks. Which is pretty phenomenal. The National Screening Project aims to provide widespread testing across the UAE, which I'm sure you've heard about already. The UAE has already completed over 1 million tests and is actually 6th in the world for most tests administered, which is fantastic. The centre will increase Abu Dhabi's testing capacity by 80% and ensure that it is in line with the UAE's initiative to provide every single resident with access to safe screening. So the plan is the centres will swiftly identify confirmed cases, which is critical to lessen the transmission of COVID-19, and that's according to Sheikh Abdullah bin Mohammed Al Hamad, who is the chairman of Department of Health Abu Dhabi. So this is just one more story of the incredible screening that's happening across the UAE. Of course, we've heard about the field hospitals, each with capacity for, I think, 3,000 residents each. Also, Abu Dhabi announced that they're doing free testing for many of the people, which is incredible. We'll also just briefly touch on the numbers, a reminder to everyone that the numbers are still going up, but also the recoveries are rising as well. So yesterday there were 567 new cases, which takes the total to 14,730. There are 203 recoveries, which takes the total to 2,966 recoveries, and the total of deaths has risen to 137. In terms of the recoveries, just before we move on to the next story, I want to say that the recoveries are actually 20%, just about 20% of the total cases, which is worth noting. But we'll move on to our next story. We're talking about Team Angel Wolf. This is incredible. They are planning, Nick and Rio are planning to scale the height of the Burj Khalifa from their home. This is another, in line with many astonishing achievements, by Team Angel Wolf. They'll attempt to scale the world's most iconic tower from home. That means Dubai family, Nick Watson and his son Rio, who are one half of Team Angel Wolf, will together take on the Burj Khalifa. So what that means is Dad Nick will carry his son Rio. They'll walk up and down their stairs a total of 118 times, which is the equivalent of climbing the steps of the Burj Khalifa. As you probably know, Team Angel Wolf are regulars at endurance races across the UAE and beyond. Rio is a person of determination, and the family collectively, including Mum Delphine and sister Tia, they work to raise awareness about healthy living and inclusivity for everyone in the community, which is fantastic to see that they're doing this. What's really cool about this, by the way, it's 829 meters, and they want you to get involved. So, Richie, what do you think? 829 meters at home, could you do it in steps? How tall is your building?
I think 10.
10 stairs?
10, yeah. I'm not going to do that.
No? I love that's a blanket no. Well, the thing is, so what they're trying to do is you don't need to scale the Burj Khalifa, but if there's any building that you reckon is kind of cool, you could find out the height of it and join them this weekend. You just have to hashtag climb with Rio. So let's say, for example, you like a smaller building, Richie. Maybe you like a McDonald's.
Okay.
Well, I think it's kind of cool. So you can do is, Richie's not too enthused. My building is it's a lot of stairs. This is incredible. Anyway, the video you can see beside me is Nick and Rio training together. I think this is fantastic. You can join them. You may not be as excited as Richie is, but you can do any height you want. So it doesn't have to be Burj Khalifa, because of course this team, they're well used to endurance tests together. So they've obviously put a lot of training in, but if you want to do something a little bit smaller and just join them, use the hashtag #ClimbWithRio and you can get involved, which is amazing. And like I said, kind of their purpose always is to promote healthy living and inclusivity in the community. And right now, I think that's more important than ever. Anyway, we'll move on to our top story yesterday, which is finally confirmed the next World Expo will begin in October 2021. The decision to delay Expo 2020 was approved. The request for postponement was confirmed on April 4th. And now, finally, the Bureau International des Expositions, the BIE, who are the member states, have approved the new dates. That means the Expo has been moved forward a full year, and it will begin on October 1st, 2021 and run until March 31st, 2022. As always, the promise of connecting minds and creating the future still stands. And actually, it kind of feels like it gives countries more time to prepare. As we know, Expo 2020 feels to me like it's going to be bigger than ever before. The facility that they're creating is kind of beyond the scope of my imagination. It's absolutely huge, and this just gives more times for member states, or for everyone involved, to get that little bit more creative maybe. So it's amazing that it's been confirmed. We have the new date to look forward to. The video beside me was shared by World Expo 2020 yesterday. Not sure if they're going to be changing the name yet. But they've also, in the last, because of course there's been kind of questions over when the date would be, they've been incredible in sharing kind of new updates about what Expo is doing, about kind of inclusion of all the countries coming together. And this is just another great video that they've shared. So if you've seen it, we don't have the music now, but maybe we'll like post on Lovin Dubai later so you can get an idea of the kind of motivation and inspiring videos that they're creating. Is very cool. Anyway, just before we go, if you're just joining us for the first time on Instagram, good morning. If you missed the start of this is the Lovin Daily. We usually go live on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube. Now we're testing it on Instagram. So if you have any thoughts, please let us know. Before we leave you, every single morning we do an isolation diaries. So this is videos shared to us by Lovin Dubai readers and audience in Dubai, people who are isolating, kind of making the most of their time. So some days they are funny, some days they are just kind of motivational. And today, I'll play it for you now so you can get an idea. It's a very short TikTok video. We need the sound up, I think, too.
Washing my hands? So there's a gap in your CV in 2020. What were you doing?
So this was shared by TikTok user Olivia Voigt, Oliavoit. She basically said this is the situation. So if you weren't able to hear that, next year if you are looking for a job and they're asking you what did you do in 2020 and you just say washing your hands, it's kind of just a fun look at what she is up to at home. Guys, I love your TikTok videos. Keep sharing them with us. We are back with you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Stay safe and wash your hands. Bye.